When it comes to buying or selling a home, it can be a tricky thing to navigate, so that's why you need an expert. And I'm joined by leading realtor in Maryland and Virginia, Mike Foster with RE/MAX 100. Welcome to Great Day.
Thanks for having me.
So where is the market as it stands right now? We're heading into winter. What should we know about the way the market is right now?
I mean, that's a loaded question. So, we're transitioning into a buyer's market right now.
Okay.
I don't know how many people realize that, but as interest rates rise, Fed has given us no indication that it's going to stop. They have three, I think, scheduled meetings already scheduled next year.
Okay.
To do that. Our wonderful political system, that's a whole other segment. We won't get into that. And we tend to follow the state of California. A lot of people don't know that, by about 2 years.
Okay.
And they've started to stagnate a little bit and soften a little bit about a year ago. So we are heading for a correction. But again, no one has a crystal ball, so I'm certainly not trying to scare everybody and say we're going to have a crash by any means.
But you say a correction.
Right.
So what do you mean by correction?
Well, again, I never try to predict the market.
Right.
But I'm a realist, and we're due. We learned a lot from, a short time ago, which was only 10 years. Even if the market corrects just 10%, depending on your price point, that's $40,000, $50,000 or more in your home. 20%, I mean, you're talking 100,000. So again, if you're looking to make a move, even if it's 3 to 5 years, you may want to step it up.
Move that timeline up a little bit?
I think we have about a year left, but again, I don't have a crystal ball.
So people should start to really think about it more strongly than they probably would have thought. They were going to kind of, all right, well, in a couple of years we'll move, but maybe really start to kind of look into it a little bit more. What, from your perspective, what have you seen in the homes that you've sold really helps differentiate a seller's home to get that best offer? Yeah,
so, I mean, here on my team and what I do is, differentiation, you hit the nail on the head, is a key. I mean, that's probably the main thing that I focus on, because we sell our home in the future, right? Not the past. So what I do is I use professional photography, hands down. I made it a business decision never to even take my iPhone out and take pictures of
nothing like seeing a listing where you see somebody in the mirror taking a selfie.
Right.
And these are some of the photos that you've had of homes that you've sold. So you say professional photos and videos?
We do videos. The biggest thing that I do is I professionally stage my homes. A staged home versus an unstaged home can net you up to 6 to 8% more. That's why the model homes and when new home sales.
I love going through model homes.
Of course you do. Of course you do. So that's why you pay top dollar.
Exactly. Get ideas from that, and especially I would think going into the winter time. It's cold out now, and so we don't have the luxury of beautiful green trees or green grass. But you want somebody to feel like I could be warm and comfy in this home.
Sure. There's still things you can do though, as far as landscaping. You still put some fresh mulch out, some maybe colorful flowers and things like that, just to give it some curb appeal.
Okay.
But certainly, you do want them to, when they walk in, to make it feel like their home. And that's how we do that. And we even pre-inspect our homes as well, because when you don't pre-inspect your home, you immediately lose leverage in the whole negotiations, when you're doing the transaction.
I never would have thought that, because you always hear about the inspection once a deal's starting to happen, or maybe a contract's there, but that way no surprises really. The seller has the leverage, you say, if you do the pre-inspection.
Well, certainly. Well, you certainly have the leverage, because then the seller or the buyer then they don't have the leverage to negotiate for a ridiculous amount of funds off of the price or what have you. And really, the number one reason homes fall apart or deals fall apart after they come on the market is due to home inspection items. So nip those in the bud up front and have a smooth transaction all the way to a settlement.
Dot all your I's, cross all your T's, and that way no surprises. It's already a stressful time, so you want to make it as seamless as possible, and you guys have a great team. Mike, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
If you want to have a more in-depth conversation with Mike about your real estate situation, just give him a call at 301-264-LIST. That's 301-264-LIST. Get that expert advice. We'll be back with more after this.